We're checking in now with Dave McKay. He's the CEO of RBC. Thanks so much for being with us, Dave.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks for inviting me.
I guess I want to start with just where you are in terms of what needs to be done to help and how much more you think has to happen. In other words, it's early, and I know you guys have been the front line and been dealing with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of requests for things. How much further do you see this going in terms of what the banks are going to have to do to help stave off the worst for businesses and for households?
Well, it's amazing to see where we've come from. We've gone through an operational challenge where we've gone from 4,000 people working from home to 70,000 in all companies around the world. We've gone to social distancing and work from home, and I think we've adapted very well as a society to that and keep our economy going. We've gone through a liquidity challenge, a global liquidity challenge, small industry banks, and now we're coming into an economic challenge and a credit challenge. So I think the fiscal programs that have been designed around the world and implemented in parts of the world are absolutely critical to meet that fiscal challenge and that economic challenge. I think that the country's priority, particularly for Canada, is to keep our companies solvent and to keep our employees engaged with their companies. It's so important to keep this economy primed for recovery. If we spend $100 billion bridging to a place where companies aren't able to continue business, then we're not bridging to a place that's going to have a meaningful outcome for us. So I think what's so important is to keep the economy primed, meaning small businesses.
I think that's, obviously a really important point and a hard one too, right? One of the roles of the banks isn't just to hand out money left, right, and center. It's to do so judiciously. We rely on the stability of the system. We need you to actually be the gatekeeper. How difficult is that at a time when the loans are being backstopped by government, EDC, BDC? Does it change the evaluation of what you're willing to do right now and make the system riskier, not in the sense that you're at risk, but that the tax dollars might ultimately be at risk?
Yeah, I think we have to look at this as a problem that nobody created. There's so many small businesses, most small businesses, medium-sized businesses, corporates. This is no fault of their own. They're very well-run businesses. They were thriving in a strong economy, and this pandemic has happened to all of us, and therefore we have to think of this as a bridging program. So for us, adjudicating loans and making credit decisions, we've never been in an environment where 25% of the economy has gone to 85 or 100% reduction in revenue. We're not used to adjudicating loans and making credit decisions when there's no revenue. That's why you need fiscal programs, government guarantees, grants, givable loans are so important to create the incentive to allow us to move forward. We just can't take ever-expanding risk on our balance sheets without some sense of comfort that we're bridging to a program in the future. So we've seen government from the UK to the United States, now Canada, really push the concept of a grant out, the concept of a forgivable loan, look at this as a bridging strategy, and then we'll recover it. The taxpayer will recover this as the economy strengthens. I think that's how we have to look at it, and that's the support that the whole financial system needs. And I think, politicians globally, including Canadian politicians, sense that, they understand that, they understand the magnitude of the challenge that we're facing, and they're designing policies to respond to that.
One of the places, of course, banks can help is with their own customers in loan forgiveness, mortgage deferrals. We just saw what I think might be the first bank, Dave, I don't know, you tell me, Van City, say that customers who need to defer interest rate payments on credit cards will get 0% for 6 months. Can we expect other banks to follow? Because that's the kind of meaningful difference that would make households feel a lot more at ease.
I think we look at the overall hardship programs that we've implemented as a bank, from our mortgage deferrals, our small business, our loan deferrals, our minimum payment deferrals. And, we've announced as an organization, those customers who've had a minimum payment deferral, they can apply for a 50% reduction in their credit card loan interest rates. When we look at the magnitude of the program we provided, we feel comfortable at this point in time that we meet the needs of our clients. We've already had 250,000 requests and fulfilled applications for payment deferral, a significant number. Part of the reason is we've made it really easy to do that. If you go on our website, it's very clear and easy to access the COVID-19 impact section. You can go in very simply and request a deferral either on a car loan or a credit card or on your mortgage. So I think it's making it easy for customers. The magnitude of the programs, I think we have to look at it all. We will watch consumers. I think it's important about government policy and programs. They have to be dynamic. We have to see how consumers are in pockets of the economy, segments of consumers where they're not being covered by programs. We'll have to step in. So for the time being, we think this is a good move forward for our consumers. We've seen a reduction in spending on credit, not just increase in the economy sector, remote and transportation, entertainment are off 18-19%. Spending, overall spending on cards has reduced. We don't encourage our customers to borrow on cards. It's a convenience tool. We really encourage them to borrow by ways of other lines of credit. So I think we recognize that more programs are needed in consultation with the government, and more support programs in consumer credit, I feel, are coming. And therefore, there's other ways of managing through credit card debt than just lowering the rate of credit. And we're prepared to help our customers.
All right. It's great to have you with us today. We really appreciate it, Dave.
Thanks, Amanda.
Is the CEO of Dave McKay, CEO of RBC. Thank you very much.